everybody, it's Jill for today. I am going to make you some granola and it is fab. I'm going to put together some nuts and dried fruit and it's going to be delicious. Get your ovens cooking at 300 degrees. We want those preheated before we get started. So let's go down to the bowl and we'll see what's there. Okay, in my bowl here I have 3 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. And to that I'm going to add, there they are, 3/4 of a cup of chopped hazelnuts. And then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds. These are raw. All these nuts are raw. There's my 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds because they will roast in the oven as that granola cooks. Then I'm going to put in 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. This is not cast in stone. You can change up the nuts, add more, add less, change the type of nut it is. These are just nuts that we like, nuts and seeds. And I've got some slivered almonds here, and I'm going to add kind of a, I don't know, maybe a good hefty 1/4 cup of those. So there's my nuts. And then I'm going to add in here 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And of course, when you do brown sugar, you want to pack it. Make sure it's packed well, like that. There we go, see there? We're going to put that in there. As you might recall, I did a granola bar recipe not too long ago, and well, it turned out to be granola, but this one is a super good recipe. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. There we go. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of ginger, which I am almost out of. I hope I can even get a teaspoon. Yep, I will. Teaspoon of ginger. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix this all up. And then I'm going to be adding some wet ingredients. It's going to be some vegetable oil. Oh, I want to add just a smidgen of salt in there too. Just a smidgen. That really heightens the flavor. Don't need to add much, just a pinch. So I want to make sure the brown sugar is pretty well broken up and the spices are all incorporated and the nuts are all mixed up. Okay, so I've got this all mixed up and I'm going to go ahead and get my liquid ingredients together and then we're going to combine them, so I'll be back. Okay, we are back and I'm ready to start mixing my liquid ingredients. I've got some great old pure maple syrup, and try not to use the, the log cabin style. It's just really not going to have that same delicious flavor as the real does. Okay, and I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of oil, and this is just canola oil. You could use any light vegetable oil that you have. And there's that. Okay. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. If I can get that open. There we go. Got it open. A teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead, I've got a little whip here. So I'm going to go ahead and whip this up and get it as combined as I can. Of course, you're going to have the issue of the oil and the maple syrup getting well incorporated, but do the best you can. So I'm going to work on this for a minute and then we'll be back and we will combine the 2 pieces, the dry and the wet. Alright, so you can see it's pretty well blended up. It's a pretty good mix. So we're going to go ahead and drizzle this all over the granola. Right, okay. And then the reason I was wearing a plastic glove is because I'm getting in there and I'm just going to start mushing it all together to make sure that everything is all coated. I could use a spoon, but really this is the way to go. And I will make sure that this is all really well combined. It's getting there already. See, it's starting to get nice coated. All right, this is looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cookie sheet out, and we'll lay it out, and then it'll go into the oven. So I see a little cinnamon there on the side. I want to make sure that's all in there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we are back, and I'm ready to go ahead and pour this onto a baking sheet. This is a large baking pan, and I have a silpat on there. You could use parchment paper if you don't care, you know, whether your cookie sheet's going to get, you know, a little sticky. You could just go straight, but I like using a silpat. So here we go. I'm going to get this all in there. I have a neat little thing now. It's called my Amazon favorites shop, and I have a link down below there where the recipe is going to be. And you know, if you want to take a look there, a lot of the things that I use when I'm cooking and that kind of thing, it's on there. And the silpat and this baking sheet is on there as well. So you know, if you're interested in maybe getting something like this, there are recommendations there. All right, so we're going to spread this out, make it about as even as we can. Yeah, this looks good. All right, so this is going to go into my preheated 300-degree oven on the middle rack, and it should take around 45 minutes, and I will turn it every 10 minutes and until it's a nice golden brown. And then what will happen then is I'll bring it out, and I'll bring you back for this, but I'll be adding my dried fruit. And the reason I don't add dried fruit when it goes into the oven is that I find it dries it out, and you've got little hard rock pebbles in your granola. At least that's my experience. So I don't add them until the end. All right, going in the oven, and we'll be back. We are back. It's out of the oven, and the whole place smells like Christmas. And so I took it out of the oven, and let's go ahead and take a look. All right, here we are. This is super, super hot. Let me get my tool here. Super hot, and it's a beautiful golden brown. I mean, to me, this is a perfect color. This took 35 minutes in my oven, and it was just your basic 300 degrees. I did not use the convection part of my oven, just regular. So it's crisping up, it's loose. See how loose it is? There's no clumping. So now I'm going to add some dried fruit. And what I have here is I have 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries and 1/4 cup of dried cherries. We're not big fans of raisins in granola, so I don't tend to, there we go, I don't tend to put that in. So this is what I've chosen today. Again, you could chop up dried apricots, again, the raisins, golden raisins, currants, really whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat, as I always say. So we're going to pour those in, and we're going to mix them in. Just give them a good mix. You know, after you look at the combination of the fruit versus the oats, you might want to put more fruit in. What I love about this recipe is, to me, it's just kind of Christmassy. You've got cinnamon, and you've got ginger, and there's maple syrup, and the dried cranberries, and all the beautiful nuts that are there. This would make a fantastic Christmas gift, you know, to somebody, your neighbor, or someone you work with. You put it in a nice bag and a big bow, and you'd have them a nice gift, and really, for not a lot of money. It would be a very nice gift, very rich gift. Okay, you could put coconut in it. If you wanted coconut, you could put coconut in it. Again, that would be another thing. I might add like the last 10 or 15 minutes, but I wouldn't add it right at the front. I'd add it towards the end. Okay, this looks awesome. I'm going to let it cool thoroughly, and then I know someone who is going to want a sample of this. He's out right now. That's why I've been manning the camera myself, and I guess I'm doing okay. All right, as soon as it cools thoroughly, we'll go ahead and take a sample of it, and I'm really looking forward to tasting it. So we'll be back. We're back.
Yes,
You're back.
I'm here.
And I told them that you had been out on an appointment, and that you hadn't seen, I was doing all the filming, which I think you did pretty well. So this is done, and we're going to just eat it dry. We're not going to put milk on it. What do you think of that? Just give me a taste. Tell me what you think.
Looks good. Want to get, what do we got? Raisins or cranberries?
It's cranberries and cherries, dried cherries. What do you think of that?
I think you didn't make enough.
That's better than any store-bought. It's delicious. And you know what? It's all plant-based. No honey, no butter, no... He's going to dig in for more. It is pretty good. It's crunchy.
I like the maple.
You can taste the maple, can't you? And you know, we have found about this before, is that, you know, once you get it into it...
Oregon hazelnut.
They are. Once you get it into the jar, it actually gets a little better as it, you know, sits for a day or two. And this, if you put it in a good jar with a nice lid, it'll keep, oh my gosh, several weeks, but it won't last that long.
I can't imagine that getting any better.
No.
That's delicious.
You know, but don't forget, you know, if you want to, oh, this would be great with yogurt too. Well, we've made this several times before, and it's like a morphin each time.
I'm gonna have one more bite of that just to make sure
It would
I'm
be
not,
great with plain yogurt. Oh my gosh, it was just delicious. Go ahead, try it again and tell me. Oh, you've got everything in there. You've got cranberries and cherries and nuts. He doesn't need the milk. What do you think? He's gonna take the whole bag.
I'm just gonna.
It's very good. But what
Wow.
I wanted to say one more time is that, you know, if you don't think you want all that sweetness, you could cut down on the honey, or not honey, the maple syrup and the brown sugar.
And if you don't think you want all that sweetness, see a psychiatrist.
And again, I think this would make, you know what I also said was, this, if you put this in like a little goodie tin or a nice plastic bag, what a nice gift that would be for somebody. Just because it's
a
very,
little bowl.
it's very Christmassy. It has the cranberries and the cherries, and then it's got cinnamon and ginger and the nuts.
Oregon hazelnuts.
And Oregon hazelnuts. Okay, I think we're done here because I know somebody I think is going to have a actual bowl of it. Yeah. All right, everybody.
That's good.
Thanks a lot for watching the what do you call that thing? The recipe. The recipe. The recipe's down there, and there'll be a thing somewhere over here so you can subscribe, and up here will be another recipe.
And I'll be down there.
And you'll be down there eating. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.